Hello, how's it going, people? YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to. I'm going to do a quick video before I do my career mode. I'm going to change my career mode because I was playing on the Apex Hound at ranked stroke play yesterday. We did like maybe 3 rounds. It was absolutely fantastic. Uh, but he actually mentioned something in his live stream that kind of hit home with me, and that was building his career golfer up and kind of not like overpowering it too early. And that got me thinking. I do have builds on my driver, my irons, and my wedges. So let's jump into the golf and kind of roughly flesh out what I'm going to do. So this is my bag one. I think all my bags are pretty much the same. I've got a couple of little differences. I've got some like my master's bag. So the plan is these first two bags are going to be what I'm going to call my career bags. I don't know if you can actually change. Ah, no, just give it. I just need one of them. So I'm going to keep bag one, bag two. I'm maybe going to spec out bag two slightly different. So I may have like instead of having a 2 wood, maybe have a 3 wood or a high, whatever the case may be. And then these bags are going to be what I'm going to call my overpower bags, my spec bags. Probably the bag I'm going to use when I'm playing against somebody online. Um, so yeah, I'm going to keep these like three, and they're probably going to be like different bags. So I may actually buy a bag that is maybe slightly different, so I can just like eyeball what my tour bag is. Um, if I've actually got an idea about these. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that's better. So let's basically kind of deconstruct. I'm actually tempted. I'm going to quickly head to the store because this might give me some more options. So I see this tailor-made bag. There's also like the Bad Birthday. Is it Bad Birthday? But that's 9,000. That's kind of expensive. I'll use these again. Oh dear. Oh, excuse me. Oh, double farm. Right, so I just wait. So what I'm thinking of doing, what irons do we have? Titleist. Because we've got Titleist irons. I don't think there's been a Titleist bag. I'm kind of waiting for a Titleist bag. There was some tailor-made irons. I don't know whether just to buy that 9,000. It doesn't leave me much coins though. Um, I don't know. I really don't know. I feel I need something a little bit different. That's gonna leave me. Yeah, let's buy it. Let's just buy this, just so we can make up a different bag. So, uh, what bag do we actually use? I think we keep these different. So, yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to despec because the idea that I've got, I actually did this for Rory McIlroy back in the day, and I had a system where I worked out that I think I quoted at the time like playing with an injury, but I think really you could look at it as being like a form, as in you go through a bad streak or you go through like a good streak, and you could be more powerful in terms of driving distance. But there was certain specs you could do in Rory McIlroy where it cut down your yardage, so you were more accurate, which you probably would be anyway. Um, but you lost a lot of length, and also I did a thing where I punched in a certain difficulty, so I had easy, medium, and hard, and I had fairways in regulation and greens in regulation. And if it was like an easy number, so just say for instance you play, let's just for argument's sake, go 6 holes, right? So if we're playing a short round, basically I would have, I don't know whether just to make it greens in regulation, because that's an easier one to do. And what basically would happen is I would randomize the difficulty. So if I got a hard, I would need to hit 6 greens in regulation to get like a token or a point. 4 would be medium and 2 would be the easy setting. So if it was on easy, all I've got to do is hit 2 greens and I'll get a token. I'm calling it a token at the moment. It may change to a point. So what does that token mean? Well, basically, if you get so many, like when you play the PGA Tour, and I'm planning on kicking this in the PGA Tour. So if I get so many tokens, I get to a certain number, I can actually trade it in to get a spec fitted to my clubs, and that may last a round, depending on how many tokens I've got. I could maybe actually for that whole tournament, I could play like a high spec bag. So technically, it's like a power boost basically. I've not worked out how many points, how many tokens you would need to get a spec. Probably not that much when you think about it, because technically you might want to rock like maybe your driver and your irons and your wedge and even like a putter, and it would cost you X amount of tokens that you've built up through the season. So I'm going to de-spec these clubs now. So let's go, and as you can see there, I've got Dustin Johnson's driver spec, and it's a legendary fitting. So we're going to go back to bog standard, which technically really, I probably really should have been on that from the get-go anyway, when I think about it. Let's go 10-degree driver actually. Let's just fit that. There we go. So yeah, we're going to keep that in the bag. So basically, if I want to fit that to my driver, I would need to get so many tokens that I could say, right, say just like example, it would be like maybe 5 tokens to get that fitted for one round of golf. So I could say, right, do you know what? I'm in a difficult course. I want to have those specs and that token. I'm going to use it and fit it for that round. So there we go. We've de-spec'd that. I don't think I had any for. Oh, see this system. Oh, I need to go back. I don't think I've got any fitted on the 2-wood. Let us see. No, just get basic. Right, irons are going to be tricky because they're individually fitted. So let's go. So we've actually got like a different iron spec. So that, for instance, the legend spec could maybe cost 10, just say 10 tokens. These ones, like that one would cost less. That might be like 7 tokens. That might be 5. That kind of thing. I'm going to probably try and work out a formula, and I'll probably have that over the next couple of weeks maybe. But you could put one of these specs on and just, like utilize that spec. So here we go. We're going to change this. So we're going to de-spec all of this. It's going to take just a little bit of time, but it gives me time to kind of talk and communicate. Funnily enough, I wonder if that does that for all irons. I've never actually noticed that before. Yep. So that 3 iron, no sorry 4 5 blah, 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 my goodness words. That 4 iron wasn't spec'd. Funnily enough. So you can see there, like our accuracy, power, control, recovery is all down to 25. I potentially think that's what it should have been anyway. Just like thinking about it. So we're de-specking our bag basically. Oh, I think, is that a way of doing that? Could I change? I think I maybe see a quicker way of doing this. Right, let's equip 7 iron. Nope, nope. It's back in. It was R2. Yeah, R2. Alright, you just change. So you can change that to a club. Okay, that's not what I was thinking. Where are we up to? 8 iron. I mean, the Hideki Matsuyama iron spec was just, I mean, look at that control, 90. Very overpowered, but as I say, we're going to despec all of these, and I think it is the right thing to do. I mean, we just won 2 tournaments, so equip. There we go. Pitching wedge. Despec. And we had Hideki Matsuyama's wedge spec on these. So again, we're just detuning everything. I'll keep the wedge system. I'm maybe my second bag. I'm maybe going to try and adapt a bag that's a little bit different. Maybe like different wedges. Maybe. I'm going to work that out at a later date. Like for instance, playing like is it Top of the Rock, the par 3 course? You would really just want like a bag of wedges, basically, which would be quite handy to have. So that's something that I might actually do. Top of the Rock, because Top of the Rock comes, you know, if you had a bag of just like a 64 wedge, a 62 wedge, a 58 or whatever, all the way down, you could actually spec it out really quite nice. But that's that one done. Then we go to the 60 D spec. And I don't have anything on the putter. I'm just going to basically check that out. Yeah, we don't have any spec. Right, so that's basically us despec our entire bag. Just going to double check quickly. Yeah, I think that is it. So that's pretty good. Yeah, what you can see right away, the equipment and the skills. So skill settings, you can see our equipment skill level is very basic. It's only 25 on that. So right off the bat, I mean we're way back down. I don't know what the let's check. Can we see identity? Does it give us a number? We probably have to go into quick play, stroke play. I just want to see my number. 81. So we went from 91 down to 81, which I think is a better representation of our career player. So that is our despec. So I'm going to go back in, maybe just change the bag. So we've got these 2 slots. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the bag and I'm going to copy it to bag number 2. So basically, tour spec wise, we have bag 1 and bag 2 is just a copy. And what I'm going to do is I'm maybe going to change that a little bit. So I'm going to keep my PGA Tour bag. I'm going to change this one because this is a spec'd out bag. Just going to double check it is. Yep. And what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to change the bag. So I'm going to change the bag here to this bad birthday bag. Oh, that's pretty cool actually. Change the strap, which is, I believe it's this one. There we go. Towel, I don't think we get. Yeah, I think the bow is quite nice. We just have the basic head covers. We do have a putter cover, which we'll probably use. There we go. So that's that bag done. So basically, quickly run through, we've got bag 1, bag 2 is tour spec bags, which will not have any fittings on them until we qualify for a fitting. And then bags 3, 4 and 5 are basically my sort of high spec bags that I'll use on online match playing stuff like that. So that's going to do this video. Hopefully I've kind of explained. I'll quickly go over the token system. So I think I'm just going to base it on greens and regulation. I think fairways and regulation it's good to do, but basically you'll always have the ability of getting a green in regulation if you do 6 holes, 5 holes, 4 holes, whatever the case may be. And we get a token, and we get enough tokens, we can actually go and spec. So, for instance, if I said that I'm playing a course where I need to drive really well off the tee, I can spend my token and say, right, for the fourth round, I'm going to put it in here, and then just go in and spec the driver, and say, there we go, I'm going to have that token, and that's it. So that's bag 3. But as I say, bag 1 and 2 is going to be my tour bags now. As I say, I may change these out a little bit. Like bag 2, I might go a little bit different. Instead of 2, would go something else. But I've not really made my mind up yet what I'm going to do for that. But that is going to be it, as they say. Also, let's go back actually to career. I'm thinking of putting the difficulty up to yeah, it's actually at 100 anyway, so that's good. Right, so hopefully that video can explained a little bit. It's maybe not as easy sometimes to explain something that you haven't really fleshed out. As I say, I did this way back in Rory McIlroy days. I had this, I say a kind of elaborated system, but it basically curtailed your power. And I even had the point, I think the fairways in regulation, the greens in regulation, um, I think I had the two working where if I didn't get the fairways in regulation, I would actually end up losing a club. So, for instance, I'd maybe lose like my 3-wood or my driver, so I'd only have the 3-wood. So it was like a case of like making it harder to play like well, if you know what I mean. So that's what I used to do back in the day. So I'm going to do the same with this. As I say, when I get it concrete and sort of like an actual physical like idea of how to use it, I will come back and kind of put it down and set it out basically how I'm going to do it. But as I say, that's going to probably be for the PGA Tour career mode. I'm going to start that, so I need to get my thinking cap on. But anyway, guys and girls, hopefully that me babbling on for like 18 minutes wasn't too bad, and it kind of comes across the idea of what I'm thinking of doing. Anyway, folks, take care, and I'll probably see you for my career mode video straight after this. Take care, catch you next time. Bye.